Hello, Germany. It's me, NYSEinstein from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. I'm as confused as I can be. It's really been a long week. There's just so much going on. It's confusing me. I usually am able to break down what's really going on. We're sort of in this mid part of October. We've got this election going on. We've got a market trading in a range, apparently. Over the last week, if you've been watching the graph of the futures, we've been hitting levels 2146 to 2155. We've been hitting those levels on resistance and support, stopping dead in our tracks and bouncing back. A couple days in a row. Yesterday's and the day before's graph was kind of baffling. So within that realm of the technical support and resistance, we've got catalysts that are the dollar, oil, gold, and whatnot. Last night we had a flash crash at 3 a.m. on the British pound, down 6%. Fat finger, nobody's taking responsibility for it, or just a algorithmic initiated sell-off. It did bounce back and end up sort of leveling off at down 2%, so there was not a complete retracement, but definitely somewhat of a retracement. This morning's market opened. It opened sort of flat, slightly uppish, and then sold off hard within the first 5 minutes of trading, which was basically oil engaged. So, we talk about where the market goes, what are the catalysts for the moves in the market, and then a sort of a continuity in that engagement. And for me, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing it getting catalyzed by oil, and then I'm seeing it disengage oil within a half an hour, 20 minutes. Oil will sell off, market will respond, and then it will sort of bounce back in the market. Although, you know what? I have to admit, this week we did have those days where the market was trading tick for tick with oil. For every tick, it was a tick and a half on the oil. The market sold off, rallied back a number of times. So it's been a confusing week. My mind's not in the game. The Dow closed at 18,240. Still sort of right in line where we've been for the last couple of weeks. The Russell down 10, the Spiders down 10. So that's fairly significant. That kind of implied a much bigger sell-off in the Dow than it did. So there's something within that realm, whether it's energy, consumer staples, or whatnot, that in fact did rally. But with the Spiders down 10, the small caps down 10, and the Dow only off 30, at one point today we were down 100, and we did rally back. Oil down, gold rallied back, but oil still down a point. So where does that leave us? The implied position in the Dow Jones Industrial Average should be at least down 100, and it's not. So, you know what? I had a really busy day. My mind's really not been in the game. It's been focused on some order flows that have been going on. So I don't want to give you bad info. I'm just feeling like we're in this weird contango of not knowing what's going on. And I'm the first one to admit it when I really don't understand it. Oil down $1. Russell and the Spiders down. Dow only fractionally down. Dow was down sizably earlier and did bounce back. People are saying it bounced back because there was somewhat of a rally in oil, but oil still closed down $1. So I don't want to give you bad info. It's Friday. It's been a long week. We're still holding, at the top end of our range. 18.5 was the top in the Dow. We're 250 points off that. Market's still strong. Money's being put to work. Today we had a massive buy program come into the market. Market didn't particularly respond to it. It sort of churned and churned up against resistance, as it did on the downside when it hit the support. So we're in a technical game. People still don't know what to say, really, whether there's going to be some sort of a Fed move, what the ECB is doing, and we've got an election in 32 days, and that could purport the end of the world, as far as I can see, between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. So, you know what? I don't know. Pending a DNA test, whatever. I love you all. NYSEinstein out.